Hey everyone, it's Joan here back again with another form of visual art. If you're new here, you're most welcome, and if you've been here before, thank you so much for returning. Yeah man, this guy has been disturbing me. I've just given up on deleting. So today's video is a little bit different because this is more of a textile design, but then I'll just take you through like the steps that I always follow whenever I'm making a textile design. Textile design, if you don't know, it's a design made on a fabric. You can make it in a repeating pattern mostly. It can be screen printing, it can be by digital printing, you can do painting, any format that you can use to apply design onto a fabric. So the first thing that I always do is to make a few sketches from my source of inspiration. For this case is a staple food. I'm looking at the Ugandan staple food, and specifically the central Ugandan staple food. Fanny is are we in the central? Yeah. Okay. That's the Baganda staple food, which is matoke, meaning bananas, for those who don't know. And of course I'm also looking at my tribal staple food, which is cassava, which we call banda, or what? Ola. It's not the ola in Spanish. And also this cassava is actually not only my tribal staple food, it's the essential food that make up the dominant part of the population's diet in Uganda, if I can say, and in many other countries, by the way. So I want to include the cassava and the bananas. By now you can tell that my design focus is on the leaves. So I'm using a leaf to represent the plant. And this second paper here is showing my composition. This is how I want it to appear. Something just very simple and all that. The next thing that I'm going to do is to paint this composition of leaves that I chose to be my final design, and I'm going to paint it in watercolor because I want my textile design to have watercolor effect. I will be using the greens, yellows and reds and stuff like that. And once I'm done with coloring it, I will scan it and then I take it to Photoshop, where I'm going to do a little bit of edits, like go on levels, add some darks and lights, reduce opacity, add exposure, like you know, the Photoshop thing, before I make a pattern out of it. And then on the other hand, I will sketch some models that I will import onto Photoshop as well. About my models, I always, as you can see here, I first make the naked figure. That way I can choose the shape that I want, the size that I want, and once I'm done with that, I dress it up in an outfit design that I think can be good enough for my sketched design. It can be long, it can be short, it can be, you know, like any design or any fashion that I want and think that my design can go well with. And once I'm done with that, I'm always so flexible about it. Sometimes I make 2 or 3, I dress up twice or 3 times, okay, and then I also scan it. But this time around, after scanning it, I don't send it onto Photoshop, but then I send it onto Adobe Illustrator. On Adobe Illustrator, you can do image tracing onto your sketches. This automatically cleans your sketch, like it makes it plain black and white, which is going to be so good once you take it back onto Photoshop for coloring. I think I can simply say that this Adobe Illustrator image tracing turns your handmade sketch into a vector sketch, if that makes any sense, you get me? And this makes your pattern wrapping onto the model quite easy. And once I'm done with the Illustrator thingy, I save the image back to the folder it came from, and then from there I can reopen it on Photoshop, where I first pre-paint the model in different layers. By pre-painting on different layers, I mean like you create a layer for the dress, create a layer for the skin, a layer for the shoes, a layer for the hair, and then we paint each one of these items in its own layer. This way, it's going to be much easier for us to wrap the pattern that we made onto the dress. We'll just choose the dress layer and then we wrap the pattern on it. Then game over. You feel me? As easy as that. Maybe one day I'll be able to make a detailed video showing you guys how I do these things on the actual softwares, like on Photoshop and Illustrator, if some of you request for it. Yeah, so I know I talk too much. I can talk for 2 days straight without breathing, but let me allow you to watch the rest of this video and be able to like interpret the things that you see in your own ways, because you might even actually understand interpreting it your own way better than the way I've explained it, okay? And I'm not showing you a lot of Photoshop right now, but I'm showing you end products that I made out of this. So stay tuned and watch this video until the end of it, and dare to tell me if you don't love those designs. If you love the designs, let me know. If you need me to adjust like things here and there, let me know. If you need me to change the way I've presented this, let me know. If you need me to show you the photo version, the Photoshop version of this, let me also know, okay? Otherwise, I hope the end of this video makes it worth for you to watch it and makes it worth for you to ask for more. So kindly watch till the end of it. So from right here, I'm simply showing you how you can paint your piece using watercolor and then make it bold enough to be scanned before you send it on to Photoshop. As you can see here, I'm making the edges really bold using a pen of the same color. It's a green pen, and this way you can actually just send it onto Photoshop. Like you can just take an image and then send it onto Photoshop and work on it from there without having to scan it and all that stuff, because it's already bold enough. Photoshop will pick up everything without leaving any detail behind. However, I think we might still have to scan this just to see if the scanned one comes out better or what. Yeah, so that was it for this video. If you liked it, please thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. See you in my next video. Ciao.